Welcome back to AI Verdict. Okay, let's talk about something that's probably driving you crazy right now. Why are your prompts, the ones that used to be amazing, suddenly failing in 2026? We're going to break it down and show you exactly how to fix them.
So does this sound familiar? You take one of your go-to prompts, one that worked perfectly on GPT-4, you pop it into the new model, and the result is just garbage. Right? It almost feels like the AI took a step backward, but I promise you, that's not what's happening.
Look, if that's you, you are definitely not alone. The game has completely changed. OpenAI has rewritten the rulebook, and the bottom line is we have to stop prompting like it's 2024. It's a whole new world.
All right, first up, let's get into the GPT 5.2 paradigm shift. We're going to look at why your old prompts are breaking.
Okay, this is the whole story right here. GPT-4 was like a helpful, mind-reading assistant. You could be a little vague, and it would kind of guess what you wanted and fill in the blanks. GPT 5.2, totally different beast. It's not a mind reader, it's a surgical laser. It does exactly what you say and nothing more. And here's why that shift happened. This new model is built for big-time enterprise clients. For them, accuracy and literal instruction following are everything. There's no room for guessing. So that incredible precision, it's a feature, not a bug. But it's also the exact reason our old, fuzzy prompts are just failing. Okay, so we get the why. Now for the fun part, the how. Let's talk about controlling the model's mind with two powerful techniques, router nudges and verbosity.
So, here's a little secret about what's going on under the hood. To save a ton of money on computing power, GPT 5.2 has this like invisible router. And by default, it's in lazy mode. It gives you the low-effort answer unless you explicitly tell it to wake up and think harder.
And how do you do that? It's actually super simple. You use what we call router nudge phrases. Just starting your prompt with something like, think hard about this, or think carefully about this, is like flipping a switch. It tells the router, hey, this one's important, give it the good stuff. For anything that really matters, this is a must. And that same literal mindedness applies to how long the response is. You can't just hope it gets the length right anymore. You have to tell it. As you can see here, you can get super specific. If you need a quick summary for Slack, tell it 100 words or less. Need a full project brief? Tell it 600 to 800 words. You're in complete control.
All right, next section. Structure is the new superpower, especially when it comes to XML and workflows. Now, don't let the letters XML scare you off. It's so much simpler than it sounds. Just think of them as labeled boxes for your information. Instead of one giant messy paragraph, you're putting things in neat little boxes for task, context, rules, and so on. And get this isn't some clever trick we found. This is the official way OpenAI says you should be prompting now. And just look at this example. It's so clean, right? You've got the task in one box, the resume in another, the job description right here. There is absolutely no confusion for the AI. It knows exactly what each piece of information is for. The difference in quality you get from this is just massive. And for those really big, complicated tasks, stop trying to get it all in one shot. You're just going to overwhelm the model and it'll forget half your instructions. The pro move is to create a workflow. Step 1, hey, create an outline for me. Step 2, okay, great, now expand on section 1. Step 3, perfect, now format that for a presentation. You guide it step by step and the quality stays high the whole time. Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk images. Because this whole idea of being super specific, it's a total game changer for image generation. In fact, there's a universal image formula that you can use pretty much anywhere. And here are the 6 magic ingredients. You need a subject, an action, an environment, an art style, the lighting, and finally, the details. If you can nail all 6 of these in your prompt, you're basically guaranteed to get something much closer to what you're picturing in your mind. I mean, just look at the difference here. A coffee shop? That's a total gamble. You could get anything. But the pro prompt? Wow. It's not a request anymore, it's a blueprint. You're describing a specific scene, a specific mood. You're not rolling the dice, you're the director. And here are a couple of bonus pro tips for you. You know how hard it is to get text in an image? Well, try putting your text in quotes and adding render verbatim. It works wonders. And for editing an image you've already made, don't just say change the cat to a dog. Be specific. Change only the cat to a dog, keep everything else the same. So much better. All right, you've got the essentials down. Now let's get into your official 2026 playbook with some advanced optimization.
These three are absolute game changers. First, few-shot prompting. That's just a fancy way of saying, give it an example. Show, don't just tell. Second, role-playing. Tell it, act as an expert copywriter, and its entire output will change. And my personal favorite, meta-prompting, where you get the AI to improve your own prompt.
And this right here, this is the ultimate hack. You take your kind of messy first draft prompt and you give it this instruction. The AI will then take your prompt and rewrite it for you, adding all the good stuff like XML structure and clear rules. It's like having a prompt engineering coach built right in.
And that's really the main takeaway here. None of these are tricks or hacks in a cheap sense. This is about understanding how the machine actually thinks now. Once you start working with its architecture instead of fighting against it, that's when you'll see the truly mind-blowing results. And you want to know something crazy? Almost nobody is doing this. Seriously, the official numbers say that less than 5% of users are actually applying these techniques. Just by watching this, you've jumped into the top tier of AI users. Welcome to the club. So let's do a quick recap of your brand new toolkit. You've got router nudges, verbosity control, XML structuring, that 6-part image formula, chain of thought workflows, and all those advanced optimization tricks. You're basically armed and ready for anything. So there you have it. This is the official 2026 playbook. You now have a level of control that most people don't even know is possible. So the only question left is, what are you going to create? Thanks for watching Ally Verdict.